Good morning everyone, my name is Kimberly Batabalanas and today I will be discussing about one of the national artists here in the Philippines, and that is Napoleon Abueva. He is a national artist of the Philippines in the field of visual arts at the age of 46. Abueva helped shape the local sculpture scene to what it is now. Our perspective about the artwork is that at first look, the sculpture looks like a simple celebration, but knowing its story makes it more understanding. It shows confidence and trust between both allies. It shows respect between two different religions and cultures. The sculpture represents how hospitable Filipinos are. We Filipinos welcome people even at the expense of our comfort, but our trust is still earned the hard way.
For our next national Filipino artist, he is a national artist of the Philippines for Visual Arts and former dean of the University of the Philippine College of Fine Arts. He was a printmaker, painter, and mixed media artist. He was a proponent and follower of abstract expressionism in the Philippines, wherein compositions were characterized by dynamics, spontaneity, and quick gestures of action painting. He is a creator of art described as vigorous compositions of heavy impastas, bold brush strokes, controlled dips, and diagonal swipes. And he is Jose Hoya. From our perspective, for his paintings make us think a lot. It has the most profound meaning of this art because when at first look, many things come to our mind because there's no form. It shows no complication with their emotions because they purely show peace while living. Even though the Filipinos experience difficulties and have weaknesses in their lives, they remain strong and hope prevails.
Victoria Idades showed passion and talent in the field of art and teaching. Growing up in Dagupan, Pangasinan, he was nicknamed apprentice teacher in his art class in the 7th grade. After high school, he moved to America and obtained a Master of Fine Arts in Painting from the University of Washington, living in Seattle for years and taking a special interest in modern art as well as architecture. Our perspective about the builders is that this artwork shows the hard work and skills of the workers, especially each man that is busy working. The long days of working are tough, but this painting shows that even work is tough, they don't have fears. They are strong men and they prove that they accomplish what they are asked to do. And that is one of the Filipino values, being determined and hardworking for their family to save the daily lives. Vicente Manansala was a Filipino cubist, painter, and illustrator, born in Macabebe, Philippines in 1910 and died of cancer in Manila in 1981. Manansala was the developer of transparent cubism. A fine example of this transparent and translucent technique is his composition of Carabao. He is known for fusing the cultures of the barrio and the city in his paintings. Our perspective from fish vendors, it illustrates two female vendors that sell fresh and alive fish. They may be selling their catch. It demonstrates how they survive on a regular day basis because of agricultural products such as fish. The painter convinced that the Philippines is more on natural resources. Maybe the two females want to give attention that we need to buy and support our local products and enrich our resources.
Hernando Ruiz Ocampo is a self-taught painter and became a Filipino national artist in visual arts. He is also a fictionist, playwright, and editor who is best known for his abstract paintings. While looking at this work of Hernando Ruiz Ocampo, I felt something hotter than boiling water. It can represent your love for someone. It's beautiful and so warm, but it also can lead to marks that she or he will never forget.
Magsaysay Ho studied under Fernando Amorsolo at the University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts before moving to the United States to study the Cranbrook Academy in Michigan. This is one of the artworks of Anita Magsaysay Ho, the woman amidst bananas. This artwork shows how Filipino women are influential and work hard. It shows how difficult life is for a Filipino woman on the farm. Even if they gain a small amount of money from farming and even the sunlight burn their skin, they were still working on getting goods to feed their family. Arturo R. Luz. Luz attended the School of Fine Art at the University of Santo Tomas in Manila. From 1947 to 1949, Luz went abroad to study at California College of Arts and Crafts in Oakland. This is one of the artwork of Arturo Luz called Bagong Taon. It shows three people on a bicycle, and it represents balance. In life, balance is the key to everything. We need to balance work, friends, family, and love. because balancing everything helps us lead a happy and contented life. Also, the artwork and the elements move in the same sense and motion. They don't defy each other. Instead, they move in one direction, showing unity. Unity is important in life. Unity is strength. We can do everything if we are united. I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together, we can do everything.
Cesar Telegaspi was a Filipino national artist in painting. He was also an art director prior to going full-time in his visual art practice in 1960s. He is colorblind. He saw college as green and red only, inverting shades of gray and brown. This art of Cesar Legaspi called Descent gives me goosebumps. The feeling that I'm looking at four men, naked and covered their half body with blood. A guy is crying and holding his head, while the other two guys from both sides are suffering from pain. There's a man in the middle raising both hands while looking on the ground because of what he has been through.
For our next Filipino artist, we have Carlos Botang Francisco. He is a Filipino muralist from Angan, Rizal. Francisco was the most distinguished practitioner of mural painting for many decades and best known for his historical pieces. He was one of the best Filipino modernists along with the Gallo Ocampo and Victoria C. Dades, who broke away from Fernando Marcolo's romanticism of the Philippine scenes. Work of Francisco showed the happiness of helping each other, which is inspiring not just for us Filipinos but also the whole world. We can remind them by this art that everything is possible when we are helping each other, no matter how hard it is, no matter how impossible it is. If we have each other, everything is possible. It is also spreading kindness and love to everyone when there is no room for hatred and sadness, because we have each other, helping each other to make our world more meaningful and more peaceful. For our next Filipino artist, we have Fernando Omarsolo, and he is a portrait painter of Royal Philippines landscape. Fernando Omarsolo was from Papa, Manila, and he studied at the University of the Philippines. He is known best for his illuminated landscape that shows Filipino tradition, culture, fiesta, and occupations. Our perspective about the artwork of Omarsolo, Dalagang Bukid is a kind of woman who has so much power to tell, from showing the actual definition of Filipino beauty, who can stand out and who can conquer everything, especially in times of hardship when they think about the woman as just an enslaved person. But the Dalagang Bukid made them all wrong, because she showed them what men could do, the Dalagang Bukid or women can do it also. It also showcases the power meant for us, and the artwork tells how amazing it is to be a woman in this world, that we light up everything with our smiles, with our mind, and how we can make them feel the sincerity of every woman's heart.